So tomorrow it's a 4:40 kickoff from Kansas City, Missouri. The hometown Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium will take on the visiting New England Patriots. KC, the top seed, New England, the second seed. Kansas City 12-4, New England 11-5. Some history tomorrow at Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. Go figure. The first time an AFC championship game will be played at that stadium. One of the great venues in the NFL. It's been around since 1972. Now the line tomorrow, Pats, 3-point underdogs. How about this? They've been so good through this dynasty run with Belichick and Brady. It's the first time in 52 games they find themselves as 3-point dogs. The over-under, expect the points tomorrow. At least Vegas does. 55.5. Expect the snow? Not looking like it. Mother Nature stole some headlines this week. The meteorologists throughout the week thought this could be an ugly one tomorrow with the wintry mix. Temperatures maybe in the teens, not to be. It looks like it'll be pleasant enough to play football. Both teams would take the forecast with a thumbs up, I'm sure, as it's expected to be partly sunny, maybe more of partly cloudy. Depends how you look at it. Temperature about 30 degrees at kickoff. The winds 8 to 10 miles an hour. The first time these two teams played this season, well, the only time, back in Week 6, Patriots collect the win in an instant classic against the visiting Chiefs in Foxborough, Mass, 43-40. Patriots were looking like they'd run away with this game. They were up 26-9 at the half, but the old guard, Pat Mahomes against the new guard, the new guard, Pat Mahomes against the old guard and Tom Brady, mounted a furious comeback. 5 lead changes in the fourth quarter until Steven Gostkowski, one of the best kickers in the NFL, booted this 28-yard field goal at the buzzer. Patriots win. Afterward, Brady tracked down Mahomes and showed him some much deserved respect. Of course, Brady, one of the all-time greats, if not the GOAT in the NFL, annals of history with over 500 touchdown passes. He has himself 5 Super Bowl rings, 8 trips to the Super Bowl, 28-10 all-time in the playoffs. But the one chink maybe in his armor, he hasn't done well on the road, and that's interesting. Only 4-7 on the road. His last road victory with the Pats in the postseason, 2007. Now, on the regular season, Mahomes, just fantastic. Ridiculous numbers. 50 touchdown passes, 12 interceptions, 5,097 yards passing, completed about 67% of his passes. And this is his first season starting in the NFL, his second in the league. As for Brady, we know he's been playing forever, right? 3-time league MVP. Not as sharp as last year's MVP season for the 41-year-old, but he was still effective, over 4,300 yards passing, 29 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. One guy that doesn't think that Brady is slowing down at all is head coach Andy Reid of the Chiefs.
I haven't seen any decline, and I haven't seen him getting slower. So he's not. That's not his deal. He's not going to run and do all that unless he has to. But he's as accurate. He sees things better than even when he did when he was younger. So he sees. I'm wearing glasses. He doesn't, right? So the age thing hasn't hit him. He's an amazing guy that way.
Yeah, I agree with Coach Reid there. He is certainly an amazing guy. And it'll take an amazing effort tomorrow for Mahomes and the Chiefs to come through with a victory. Now, in the 31-13 win over the Colts in the divisional round last week, Damian Williams stole the show for the Chiefs. He's become a real big factor as their top running back since the departure of Kareem Hunt. As last week, he had 129 yards rushing. He had 2 touchdowns. Mahomes steadied the ship. No interceptions, no TDs. 278 yards passing, and they did just enough of what they needed to do as the defense, ranked 31st in the league, came through in the clutch last week, limiting Andrew Luck and the Colts to 203 yards passing. That defense looks steady for the Chiefs. And tomorrow, good news, they'll have safety Eric Berry back in the lineup. He is a healthy addition for the Chiefs. The Patriots on defense ranked 21st in the league. And last week, it was the Pats having no problem with the Los Angeles Chargers. They led 35-7 at the half. They would win 41-28. Sony Michel stole the show. Over 100 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, the old hat trick. I love the hat trick in the NHL. I hate to divert, but look at that. When all those hats come flying on the ring, one of the great moments in all sports for some reason. Anyway, back to the football game. But the Patriots, their first-round draft pick, 31st in this year's past draft. The next to last pick in the first round came through in the clutch tomorrow for the Pats. So you've got superstars all over the place, right? You've got Tyreek Hill, who's just fantastic for the Chiefs. Travis Kelce, 10th leading receiver in the league. The tight end can do it all, 103 receptions. Gronk, he hasn't been healthy, even talk of some retirement, but he can come alive at any time. In the Week 6 win, he had himself a decent day, 3 catches for 97 yards. 1 catch last week in the win over the Chargers for 25 yards. But what I'm saying here is you've got star power at the tight end position. Any moment, Gronk can still be a game changer. We know Kelce can do it. You've got running backs that can grind it out and pound the ball, and you've got the 2 superstar quarterbacks, the coaches, legendary. Andy Reid, Bill Belichick, both in the top 10 as winners in NFL history. Belichick with his 261 wins, 3rd all-time. Reid is the 8th-ranked coach, most winningest coach in the NFL. Hasn't done well against Belichick. 2-6, lost Super Bowl 41 in 2004 as the Eagles coach to Belichick and Brady. Belichick 8 Super Bowls, 5 wins, and he's 2-0 against Reid in the playoffs. But we'll see tomorrow if history will change. And with that said, it is time for me to give you the final score tomorrow from Arrowhead. No, now just a little side note here. Some reason all week in my mind, I'm wrestling with this one, as they say, right? Going back and forth, tug of war. And I thought maybe the Patriots, how can I go against them? Their 8th straight AFC championship game. They've got Brady. They've got Belichick. They always find a way, don't they? And then on the other side of things, I'm saying, Arrowhead hosting their first ever AFC championship game. And the Chiefs have not had a storied history in the playoffs as a franchise. They played in Super Bowl I. And back in 1967, they lost to the Packers. They won Super Bowl IV in 1970 against the Vikings. And since then, they have not had good fortune in the playoffs. 10-18 all time. But tomorrow, I think Arrowhead is due. And as much as I like the Patriots, and I mean, you're not being a rocket science or taking a big leap of faith saying the Pats could win. In other words, I wouldn't be shocked if they pulled the upset tomorrow. But I think karma and I think fate and destiny is on the side of the Chiefs. And I think tomorrow, our Arrowhead Stadium, party on, because I think the Chiefs pull off a thriller against the Patriots. There you have it, 31-33. I think it's going to be a great game. I expect the finest from both quarterbacks. And who knows, maybe even the points don't show up. But I'm seeing points tomorrow. Again, 33-31. Maybe the defenses show up. Either way, one of these two is going to punch their tickets to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta on February 3rd. So enjoy the football tomorrow from Arrowhead. Again, you heard it right here. Patriots fall to the hometown Chiefs 33-31.